You've probably been told to find a niche. You've probably downloaded 5 freebies trying to figure out what the heck your niche is. The truth, niches don't buy, people do. Hello everyone and welcome to the Lady Icon Life podcast. I'm Coco. In this episode, I'll help you identify your $1 million client so you can stop spinning your wheels and start speaking directly to the women ready to pay you. The truth, you don't need a niche. You need a woman you're obsessed with helping. The kind of woman who reads your content and thinks, she's talking to me. That is your $1 million client. And in this episode, I'm going to help you find her. Because when you do, your business stops feeling stuck and starts making money. So let's talk about why this niche language keeps you broke. Niche thinking is overcorrection from thinking our products and services are for literally everyone. It is trying to have us think about a group of people. But even when you're speaking with a group of people, you have to be vague. It's not personal. It's hard to act on when you feel like you're part of the crowd. People don't resonate with, quote, ambitious people who want more. They want to feel seen. Your $1 million client wants to feel like she is not the only one and that this solution, this micro problem that you're solving is very specific to her. Surface level content keeps people scrolling because we've all seen it. We've seen it regurgitated in ChatGPT and AI'd back to us 100 times. It is scrolling culture, not converting culture. So what we need to do is stop thinking about this niche, this group, and we need to think about the person. Bring some of that humanity back into our business culture and our business verbiage, because it is so imperative that we remember only people buy our products and services. We're creating things for people to improve, to make something easier, faster, better, smarter. That is what we are striving to do for everyone. I think deep down, everyone is truthfully trying to live their most joyful life. We are trying to help them get there. It may sound a bit altruistic, and obviously people are making profit from doing this, so it's not completely devoid of any different motives. That is the exchange that helps you build the life that you want, while helping your ideal $1 million client do the same thing. So let's talk a little bit about defining your $1 million client. You want to find a way to speak directly to one person, to her frustrations, desires, and micro-specific daily struggles. This is you talking directly to someone who is sitting at their laptop because you've sat exactly in that same position before, feeling stuck, trying to Google your way out of a problem and not knowing where to go or who to trust for the solution. You don't need to attract everyone. You need to attract her, the woman who's stuck in that planning loop, but she is ready to move as soon as she feels safe and seen. So we need to stop thinking about this group of people, this 35 to 45 woman, married, kid. We need to stop thinking about this huge range of people and start thinking about our person so that we can talk to her, so that we can have a conversation that speaks to her at her micro problem level. So let's talk about the messaging that speaks to her and not at her. This is where most women stall. They write content that speaks at people, not to them. It sounds polished, but it doesn't pierce. It doesn't make you feel seen. It doesn't make you react saying, yes, that is me. A lot of times we get stuck in this cycle of trying to sound professional, but no one is engaging. And it's probably because your messaging is too vague. Let me show you a little bit about what I mean. So let's do some examples here of vague messaging versus emotionally precise messaging. And yes, I am using the word emotionally. I think So often for women, that word has been demonized and turned into a pejorative connotation for the antithesis of what a professional woman should be. But I am going to challenge that. I'll show you how. So the cold, vague version of this messaging would be something like helping women start their business with confidence, right? For Lady Icon Life, that would be a very vague, cold generalization. The emotionally precise messaging, my $1 million messaging for one woman would go like this. Helping the woman who's still Googling how to start an LLC at 2 a.m. feel like a CEO before she ever quits her job. It is a huge difference because I am talking about a specific instance, someone not knowing how to start an LLC. I'm talking about an experience that she's probably had or something very close to it, which is being up, Googling, trying to figure this out. And the feeling that she wants, that feeling that she is the CEO of her life and her business. Let's go through a few more. The vague messaging would be something like, you're meant for more. The emotionally precise version of this would be, you've been in that 9-to-5 for years, secretly knowing that you're built for more, but scared to launch and do it wrong. Do you see the difference where we're not talking about in general, we all feel that spiritually, mentally, physically, we're meant for more than what we have, but we're talking about a very specific instance. Someone who's at a 9-to-5, someone who is scared to launch because they don't want to do it wrong. I know I've had that feeling. And I think this particular person that I'm speaking to has had it too. Another vague example, build a brand that attracts. An emotionally precise example, let's get your business legit. Paperwork filed, domain claimed, and message so clear that your ideal client will say, I'm in, before you even start your pitch. We can speak at an emotional level without losing our power. It actually builds it. It gives us more credibility. It makes it penetrate deeper than being general and vague. One sounds like a tagline. The other sounds like your inner monologue, your personal stream of consciousness. And that is your goal, to make her feel like you are reading her mind. If your content could apply to anyone, it's not strong enough. But if she reads it and thinks, wait, how does she know that? You've nailed it. So let's talk about why this matters, this distinction, how this fits into profit and positioning. When you speak directly to one woman, your content becomes magnetic. You build trust faster, convert sooner, and create offers that sell themselves. Your job isn't to convince her. It's to connect with her. That is what sells. And that is the most feminine way you can start your business with power. To use our own femininity as a benefit, as a point of connection. We have been training to do this by building friendships and cultivating our own little circle. And now we want to include this $1 million client in that circle. People buy the change, the solution that they want. And those conversations happen naturally when they immediately feel seen by you. If you know who she is, but you aren't sure how to speak to her, that's what we do inside Lady Icon Life. Find me on Instagram at Lady Icon Life, DM me Icon, and I'll send you a free worksheet to help you identify not your niche, but your $1 million client with clarity. Let's start speaking to her, not at a group of people that might be like her. Let's start having our products make people feel seen, not make people scroll by. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Lady Icon Life podcast. I'm Coco, and until next time, let's get to work.